In this ukulele video, we're going to learn the most popular jazz bossa nova pieces ever, but also one that's probably disliked the most as well. This one is The Girl from Ipanema. All right, so welcome to ukelikethepros. I'm Terry Carter. Thanks for being here for our uke challenge. And also thank you for subscribing and turning on that bell notification. So this is song 5 of our uke challenge. It's totally free to sign up. You get all the backing tracks, which are killer. We're going to do a play along and sing along at the end, so you'll know what those sound like. You also get all the music, the lyrics, the chords, everything you know for this lesson, totally for free. To sign up, we'll put a link of that in the description. And by the way, you can win a Kala Sparkle ukulele for this challenge. And also, when you're going through that, we do have a VIP option, so definitely take advantage of that. All right, so what I said, this is the most popular. Like, this is like people that don't even really understand jazz or bossa nova. Like, everyone knows The Girl from Ipanema. But as a jazz musician, a lot of jazz musicians don't like playing this one, which is kind of funny. It's actually a great tune. And a little secret here. When I was in school, took my very first voice class many years ago. This was a song that I sang for my very first performance in front of the class. So The Girl from Ipanema. So this one always has a special place in my heart. All right, let's just dive right into this. Check this out. All right, so this is like a strumming bossa nova. A lot of times the bossa novas, they'd be finger picked, mainly on guitar, but we're gonna do a strumming one because I'm gonna sing for this one. But this is a cool chord, check this out. This is an F6-9. All right, it's basically a major chord, like a major 7 chord, but 6-9, F6-9, very cool, very hip chord. The rhythm here, I'm gonna use my index finger to strum. It's gonna go down, down, mute, up, mute, up, mute, up, mute, up. So all the mutes are on downstrokes, okay? And then you have a lot of these upbeats, and that's really typical of this style, okay? Do it with me here. 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's what gives it this kind of this light, airy feel is all those upstrokes. Now, the other thing is on these 2 downstrokes, I'm doing staccato. So when I hit it, I'm just releasing the pressure of my left hand without taking my fingers off the string. So you're going to... All right, so that's going to be the rhythm for this, what we're going to call the intro, the A section. Okay, there's really only 2 parts, like A section and the B section. The form is AABA, by the way. So intro, A section, and A section at the end. Can you keep track of that? Is all going to have this rhythm here, okay? The second chord is going to go right here. This is the G9 chord, super cool chord. Okay, you're going to do the same rhythm. By the way, this is the 2-measure rhythm. So check this out. 3 and... Then you're going to go to this. It's really kind of cool chord. It's like a G minor chord, okay? Probably one you haven't quite played, G minor 7. Same thing here. Now you notice what happened there. I did that G minor 7 for only a measure, and then on that last upstroke on the and a 4, I had to switch to this G flat 9 chord. If I do that slowly, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... If you can just play this, like when you get this down, this little section, you're gonna feel a lot. You're gonna feel stoked because it's really cool. All right, and then it's gonna go back to that F6-9. And the last 2 bars are gonna go F6-9 for a measure, and then to the G, back to the G flat 9 chord for that last bar. Okay, this is our intro, right? First 8 bars, right? So I know it's a lot. Let's do it one time. And then this is really the whole, this is like 3/4 of the song. So if you can get this intro, you got it all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... right, so that's it. That's it. Intro and the A section. I wanted to do that as an intro because I wanted to give us a little time because the singing comes really right at the top. Tall, and there's your first note. It's a G note. Okay, it's a G note here. On the F6/9, it's a G note. So tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes each one, she passes go. Ah. When she moves, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gently. But when she passes each one, she passes go. Ah. All right, now the second time, so intro A, the second A section there, which we just played, you just stay on that F6/9 chord, okay? You don't go back to the G flat 9, just stay on that F6/9 because when we get to the B section, it's just gonna slide right up to the G flat 6/9 chord. Same chord as the F6/9, just slid up one fret. Now, I've decided to change it up a little bit. You could do that same rhythm, but for some reason, the phrasing of the lyrics and everything just calls for a slightly different strum pattern. It's almost just like the granddaddy strum, but played a little more coolly, okay? So this next part, I would play it like this. Whoa, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly. Check this out. But each time that she walks to the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. All right, so this is that B section, right? It's got some jazz chords in it, all right? It's got some jazz chords in it, but this is why it's a challenge, and this is why we're giving this song a little before, give you plenty of time before the challenge ends to really work on it. All right, the strum pattern, second of all, I'm on the G flat 6/9 chord, and I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna do my thumb first as a downstroke. 1, mute, up, mute, up. So it's really just like a 1-bar pattern. So it's 1. All right, and that's it. So if I loop this, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. All right, so it's just really that 1-bar pattern. Now, again, you could play the same strum pattern, but I want to change it up. I think it sounds cool. All right, so you're going to play the G flat 9, 6/9 chord 2 times. Then we're going to go to this. This is going to be a B flat 7 chord, but I'm actually going to do this. Actually, a B7, excuse me, B7. I'm going to do it here. This is actually the chord right here, just right here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my pinky off and go. And then add that pinky on. So pinky off, and then add the pinky. All right, then the next chord is F sharp, minor 7. It's going to be right here. 2 measure. All right, and then to the D7, but I'm going to do this. All right, now check this next chord. Check out this next chord. This is a G minor 9 chord. I've never actually played this chord before, but it's right here. It's a really beautiful sounding chord. Okay, you're going to do the same thing here. All right, now check this out. Just listen first. Woo! This E flat 9 chord, it's got a little bit of a tension though, because that A note, that's a sharp 4 right there. So just a really beautiful chord. It works really well for this progression. You're going to do that for 2 measures. All right, now this next part, we're going to have a stop. So I'm going to go A minor 7, ba-dee-dee-da-da, D7 flat 9, and then G minor 7, da, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, C7 flat 9, and hold it. And then we're going to go right back to the tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, I smile, but she just doesn't see. All right, so it's the same part, the same A section we did before, but just slightly different lyrics, but we're going to go back to that original strum pattern, all right? Woo! All right, so it's a lot going on. I know it is, but This is really super cool. I want to do it with the backing track now. We're doing it with a fast backing track. If you sign up below, you get not only the fast one that we're doing here, which sounds amazing, but you also get the slow backing track. You get all this chart, the lyrics, all these chord shapes as well. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but that's why we're doing this one a little bit early before we do the last song, because it's going to give you some time for this. You can do this, just practice it. This is the bossa nova. It's a fantastic style to get down, but it's going to take some time. So just be patient with yourself and give yourself some practice. All right, are you ready? Let's go ahead now and do it with the backing track. A 1, 2, 3, and... each one she passes goes. When she moves, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle. But when she passes each one she passes goes. Oh, but I watch her so sadly. Tell her I love her. Yeah, I would give my heart gladly, but each time that she walks through the sea, she looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes I smile, but she doesn't see. She just doesn't see. All right, there it is. What a fantastic song. I've mentioned this in other videos. When you're doing the rhythms, they're going to change slightly. I'm not a machine, especially when you're singing. Those rhythms are going to flow with the lyrics. So, you know, if you say, hey, you didn't play that rhythm exactly the same as you taught us the whole time, that's totally common. And I do that generally anyways. But especially with this stuff, if you're singing, you got to get into it. It's more about the feel of the song rather than being so strict. So once you get it down, right, got to get it down, then you can loosen it up. So anyway, this is a fun one. It is a hard one, but this is a great song. This is The Girl from Ipanema. This is our Uke Song Challenge. Again, you can sign up below. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.